is really unique. It's different than any other type of fan that we have ever presented, and it comes to us from a company that understands cooling. The company is Frigidaire. It's a 2-in-1 outdoor fan and mister. Comes with 3 speeds, and it is super simple to set up. If you want to get more out of your outdoor activities, then get something like this that allows you to laugh at the weather at a price tag that's affordable at $139.98. It's on Easy Pay. I don't know if you noticed this. In celebration of our 35th anniversary, every single item that I've presented in a 3-hour show has Easy Pay. I think that's remarkable. When the retail value on this is $172 and change, and you need it now, love to be able to bring it to you at a featured price of just $139 and change. I want to introduce you to Sean Pickford. He is an outdoorsman. It doesn't matter whether it's hot or whether it's cold, this guy is going to be outdoors. I had an opportunity, wonderful opportunity to work with your wife earlier in one of the presentations. Sean, welcome back. How are you?
Oh, it's great to see you, Dan. I'm out here enjoying the New Jersey weather. So it's nice and warm today, a little bit muggy. And I brought out my misting fan, so when I sit out on the deck on the patio here, we can have this cooling it off. Right now I have it on the fan speed. What I'm going to do is just reach down and I'm going to turn on the little lever here, and then you're going to see it start to mist.
Okay.
So that's the great thing about it. So now we've got it on the misting mode. So it's a beautiful, fine cooling mist. So even though I'm standing right here and it's windy today and some of it's blowing back on me, I'm not getting soaking wet. I'm not drenching the furniture. I'm not drenching the patio or the deck, but I'm feeling refreshed. And that's what it's all about. Oh, that feels so good.
Okay, here's generally a rule. Never mix electricity with water. You're never going to heat the bathtub water with the toaster. Not a good idea. But this was designed in such a way, and I can show it better than Sean because my camera can zoom in. This does have a hose adapter. And that hose adapter is right here. Hook it up to a regular garden hose. And then you have these brass coated misters. There's 3 of them, but they are out in front of the blades of the fan.
Yeah, they don't pass through the fan.
Yeah, so no water, no moisture is actually passing through the moving element of the fan itself. And the whole idea of a fan cooling you, a fan does not change temperatures, outside or inside. By blowing air on you, that evaporates moisture on your skin and you feel cooler. So it's almost a fib. But when you add moisture to it, that does actually chill. That cools you off. And that's not just comfort. There's a reason why they're used at big sporting events. You'll see professional tennis players with these units off to the side. It's a safety factor. You know, if you're out gardening and it's 90 degrees and 98% humidity, that can be dangerous. But being able to keep nice and cool, that makes it easier. And there's just times when you want to enjoy that space, Sean.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's face it, we're all going to have people over. We're going to entertain. How hot is it going to be? So some record temperatures in Arizona, I heard you talking earlier, Dan. So think about this. So if you're going to do some yard work, put this outside, hook it up to your garden hose and cool off while you're doing it. Maybe your pets like a little bit of mist on them too. I know your company will enjoy it. You plan the graduation party, the cake and all that kind of stuff, but it's hard to control the weather. But when it's really humid and hot, this is a great way to cool off. All the large amusement parks around the country have one of these or several stations with these so you can remain cool so you don't have to worry about it. And again, I'm going to turn on that mist. All it is that little switch so you can turn it on. There's 3 speeds on here, so if I want to ramp it up and have it go even further, I can do that. But that cooling mist is so refreshing on your skin.
And it's not like getting hosed off.
No.
The droplets of water are so fine that if they do land on you, you don't really get wet. It's hard to describe. It's the perfect way to go, when it's too hot outside.
It really is. Yeah, I mean, this feels awesome right here. I mean, it's refreshing, it's cool, but it's not a soaking wet, okay, the garden hose, I got to go change my clothes. No, look, I mean, even if I stand out here in front of it, that just feels so good, Dan.
Yeah.
But you can see, it didn't change the color of my shirt, so it didn't soak anything. It's a perfect, small, minute particle of water. It's mist, and it feels so good.
See, I love that you do that demonstration to show that it doesn't even change the color of your shirt. As
Right,
cheap as
because if it was
this,
too much,
as cheap as this suit is, it would shrink immediately if it got wet. Okay? Price is right. Normally, when you really desire something or need it, the price goes up. That's why it said before, the best time of year to buy your snowblower is on 4th of July weekend. Because they're not easily sold. But right now, anything that's involved in cooling, the price tags are at their highest. So we're very pleased to bring you a sale price. Retail value is $172.34. $139.98 is our featured price. And do keep something in mind, it was designed for outdoor use, but if you need to move a lot of air in a large space, like that church basement, or maybe the church itself,
perfect for that.
Yeah, or a classroom for summer school, you can use it without the water feature and move a lot more air. This thing is so much more powerful than I remember the old traditional box fans. And I got to tell you, it's really not that noisy, Sean. I'm standing right next to it.
Even on the high speed, so it's not that noisy, but it does move a large volume of air. Whether you just want to cool off, it can be used inside, outside. Maybe that kid's going back to college and you're like, well, we're done with the misting part of it this year, but he really needs the cooling. Perfect for that. This pedestal's up and down, so you get 12 inches of travel here, so you can adjust the height. You can also stop the fan. There's a little button on the back, so I can stop it, and you can tilt it up and down.
Yeah.
So it's really flexible in how you can use it. And let's face it, it comes from a name we all know, Frigidaire. They've been around for over 100 years. Frigidaire. They keep us nice and cool. This is a better way to do it.
Simple. Now again, here's all you do. I have it oscillating right now. I'm going to stop the oscillation here in a second. So here's the hookup. Listen, this is familiar.
Yeah,
you don't need any tools. You just hook the front end of your garden hose to that, turn the water on at the spigot, and now you're going to have this fine mist. Now, by the way, it doesn't even take a lot of water pressure to make this work. And if you do have great water pressure, these restrictor valves still prevent it from squirting too much water. It's still a super fine mist,
Right.
almost like fog. It's really impressive.
I mean, it really does a fantastic job. It really does a great job of cooling you off. Again, it's not a soaking mist. I'm not hitting myself with an open garden hose where I have to go then change my clothes. It's something where if it's blowing on you, it feels really good. If it's something you just want to walk through, maybe you're out just enjoying the patio, maybe doing some gardening. This feels so good on your skin. It's just the right amount of refreshing mist.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, quite frankly, if you are not good in hot weather, you will be so thankful that you tried it.
Oh, yeah.
And with Easy Pay, you get to try it for a payment of 28 bucks. This is another item that has 5 Easy Pay payments on it. And everything that I've had on the air, Sean, since I came on the air at 1 p.m. East Coast time, has had Easy Pay. And that's our way of saying thank you to our audience for 35 years. We're celebrating our anniversary, our 35th. This month in June, Sean is bringing us some really good items. This thing is built like a workhorse. By the way, the front of this, that screen, you see multiple little dividers in it. That breaks up that airflow so that it travels over a greater distance. So you can cool off a substantial area of a patio or a deck with just one fan with the mister. Neat idea.
It does a great job. Yeah, it really does. I love that it's on the outside too, that it doesn't pass through the fan blade. As you said, we're not mixing that water and electricity. There's a GFCI plug that comes with this.
Yep.
So all the safety features are built in, and it's very easy to assemble once you get it home. You can take it with you in the car. If you're going on vacation this year, hey, maybe you need the misting fan to feel better while you're sitting out there and watching the sunset.
Yeah,
this will do the job.
I agree. I love, by the way, this is the plug. That's a massive GFI, and that's one of the things that makes it such a great piece of equipment, is that you are protected the whole time. Easy, simple, I like it. If you want to be comfortable outdoors, just like I showed you home comfort with the air conditioner indoors. This is the piece of equipment for you. When are you coming back from the shore?
We'll be coming back on Monday evening, I believe.
Nice. Enjoy it. Happy Father's Day to you, buddy. Happy Father's Day.
You as well.
Thank you. That's a great little piece of equipment. All right, you might have missed this earlier in our program. This is our Hunter 4-in-1. It's not just a portable air conditioner.